Well, hello, y'all. How's it going? I hope everybody's doing good. I apologize for not coming up today. I went to bed last night with a headache, woke up with it, and it is still here. So my eyes are all puffy and everything. So I just wasn't going to put y'all through that misery. But welcome, and thank you all for being here with me. I really appreciate every one of you. Hello, brown eyed girls. Hello, blue eyes. Hi, I'm too honest for this. Hey, TJ, how are you? Oh, I'm too honest. Can't type today. Hi, Jasper. Let's see. We got hello, Miss Kathy. How are you? Hello, Rhonda. There's Melissa. Thank you for being here, Melissa. Appreciate you. Hi, Veronica. How are you doing? There's Chit Chat. Hi, Mari. How are you? Let's see who else we got up in here. Hope Floats. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate you all for being here. There's Charles. Hi there. We got Tony and Callie. How you doing? Welcome. Hi, Tam. How are you? Hi, Bridget. Thank you for being here. Hi, Tisme. Hope you're doing well. And Cheryl. Did I say hi to Bridget? If not, hello, Bridget. If I did, hello again. All righty. Well, and to those who are just listening, hello and welcome. Thank you all for being here. Hi, Sue. How are you? We we've got some stuff to talk about, and we're going to have a smaller crowd. Justin is going live at the same time. He's killing me, guys. He's killing me. But we still love him. But hi, Mary Ann. Thanks for coming in with us. But we're going to go over some stuff today. And I did something a while ago, so I don't know if it will affect or not affect. I usually go in later and monetize my the live stream after it's over and done with. I have been missing out on so many ads that I'm low on ads. I got a message. I need to monetize. And so, anyways, I went ahead and did the monetization for this. So, if an ad plays, please forgive me, and I will try my best not to ever let that happen again. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about some stuff, guys. So, we talked about the audio yesterday. It was that screeching sound. A lot of people had a hard time making it out. That was the original audio sound. It had not been cleared up. She had a detective do the cleared up version, and she sent it to law enforcement. I have a copy of the cleared up version. I'm going to play it, and I really think you're going to be able to hear a lot better on this version of it. Okay, guys. Um, Close your eyes. Whatever you got to do, put your earphones in. Listen real close. I'm going to play it, let you hear it. Then I'm going to put the words up that the detective said he could make out and see if you make out the same as what he did. So here we go. I'm going to play it real quick. Let me turn my volume up. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I don't know if you could hear that or not. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play it again. I am going to put up the words that we saw yesterday. See if you can pick any of these words out. But this is the cleaned up version of it. Okay, guys, y'all ready? And it's going to play twice. Here it goes again. You ready? Okay, guys. I don't know if that was any better for you, but I did want to play that, let y'all hear it. That is a better cleaned up version of it. But oh, yes. Abby, I hear you. I hear you. Yes. So, could y'all hear it? Could y'all make anything out? You can tell who it is. Yes, I agree with you on that one. Well, exactly, Susan. Just because someone's out there talking is sus. Sounds like a spirit box. A lot of people say that too. There were words that I could catch. One more time. Okay, here we go. Let me get it back to the beginning. Okay, Tam, here we go. We're going to do it one more time. Do you want the words up or not? I can hear some of those words, but I hear different words as well. Yeah, Marianne, I'm with you. Miss Kathy couldn't understand nothing. Words. Okay, let's put the words up here. Let me get this. Find them again. I got so much stored over in the backside, so hang on. Let me find them. Okay, here they go. All right, here we go again. Okay, there it is. Now it's up to your interpretation. If we can hear it, if you hear what's being said, if you don't, um, yeah, Jasper. Everybody says that headphones makes it so much easier to hear. So just keep that in mind. You can always go back to this. It's at the very beginning, and you can listen to it again. That version was from Lauren on Facebook. It's the same that Justin had, but you can hear one male and one female. I do too. I hear, but now there are people that say they hear three different voices. So the cadence of his sound is a lot like Mr. Chris's. Yes, a lot. So, hey, long cool woman, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Everybody else that's come in, thank y'all so much. We just played a little cleaned up version of the audio. Um, you might can go back. I did put the words up that she said the detective heard, and her cleaned up version was sent in to law enforcement, but that is not what she played. He cleaned it up differently. So, not great, but okay. You sound like me today. I'm not bad, but gosh, this headache is driving me crazy. I'm not great either. You don't hear the female voice. It's very hard to the female voice that I hear is very quiet. But I tell you, if you get earphones on, I really think it makes a difference. Hi, Prickly Pear. Thanks for coming in with us. So, okay, guys. Why no arrest? That is the $1,000,000 question, isn't it? Groceries are too expensive, y'all. It's out of control crazy. Oh, hey, Cecilia. Thanks for coming. Hi, Genevieve. Oh, Jana, yes. To me, it does. Yes, Jasper, I think that's what mine is a weather headache. That's all. Tam is like, I don't hear nothing. Well, I just wanted to put it out there only because it had been talked about. A lot of people believe it is something for real. A lot of people believe it's made up. A lot of people aren't sure. And like I said yesterday, guys, my thing is I have questions about whether it's audio from them at the car. Could it be? But then we were told, their doorbell picks up audio and it catches 300 feet away. That's a good distance. So it could be possible. And this is a thing. If that camera picks up two flashlights walking across the courtyard area, the common area is what they call it, which is between the houses at the back. The lights come from Sebastian's property, comes diagonal across that common area. Guys, we went over it before. There is, I don't think I still have it. I will look, but there is Mob Crew who put out a diagram or a picture. I don't have it, guys. I can try to find it. But he does put out a picture that shows the diagonal path those two lights are taken, and it is exactly the diagonal path that the scent dogs took. And of course, we know everybody from the other side of the street is debunking the scent dogs. So that makes me wonder, did they pick up Sebastian's scent even though he was possibly carried? was there any type of red substance that could have trickled onto the ground or something? I don't know. I'm throwing out speculation here. Yep, that's what he said, TJ. So, thank you, Karen. I think at 3 o'clock in the morning, there should be no two headlights or two flashlights, headlamps, whatever you want to call them, walking through the common area to a waiting car. If they were not trying to hide something, that car would have pulled up in their driveway. It was just around the curve. But they didn't want that car identified with their address. And that is my opinion. Yes, skin cells could have dropped, something. Yes, anything could have caused the dogs to pick up just that little bit and to follow that same exact trail. You're right, Linda. But at 3 o'clock in the morning, something nefarious is happening, something that they want hidden, that they do not want talked about. Even the house that's put out, there's a banner across the back, there's written in timestamp, all these things that keep being talked about and put out there. Now they're being debunked by the other side. And you can't help but wonder, are they all connected? And that's my thing that I keep getting stuck on. If we see something and we talk about something, why do they have to come back and debunk it so hardcore? There's lots of things we talk about, and there's only certain things relating to that 3 o'clock timeline that seems to be what is completely debunked to their best ability that they can. These are the same ones that debunked Jennifer Kaffendaffer. Oh my gosh, they're so insane crazy. But Uncried Tears, guys, I got a little clip showing Katie up close. And I got to thinking about it. And the one video that really stood out to me on their interviews was the one Olivia did. Of course, there is video of both Katie and Chris. So we got to see them while they talk. This is only 20 days after Sebastian has gone missing. Just a little over 2 weeks. And to watch her facial expressions, to watch her staring at his picture on the table, her reactions, I want y'all to watch it. I recorded it, screen recorded it, guys. You can go to Chronicles of Olivia and watch the whole thing. But I did it and I zoomed in on just his mother. The one person that was with him. The one person that says she was there. The one person that shouldn't be able to be calm. The one person that wouldn't want to put things away in their mind and not think about them and not allow it to affect her. It's not how it works. So I want to play this for you. I want you guys to listen and watch her. Like I said, it's just her. that I keep a focus on. So let me share this. Hi, Holly and Karen. Thank y'all for coming in. Anybody else I missed, thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. Let's see here. Let me hold on. I got two up. I don't know which one it is. Hang tight, guys. I'm going to share this. It might be the wrong one, and I might have to jump off. I don't know why two are pulled up. It might be one. Yep. I'm glad I didn't do that one because that is a whole different thing. So we're going to share this one. There we go. Okay, guys, here we go. Listen to her words and how she says them. Watch her facial expressions. Watch close her eyes, every bit of her. And just remember, this was just a little over 2 weeks.
Dinner. Came home. He took out the trash because that's his chore. He takes the can to the end of the driveway. About 9 o'clock.
Guys, first of all, over to the left side of the screen, there is a little circle with the 4 dots. I apologize. I did not realize that that little button was there. I could have moved it on my tablet, but I didn't. And over onto the right side, you see my little edit pencil. I apologize for both of those. But 9 o'clock, she's fixing to talk about when she tells him to go to bed. Pay real close attention to how casual this is.
Told him to go to bed. He's come out of his room where he was playing. He said, "All right, good night, Mama. Good night, puppies. I love you." And went to bed. Um, he was doing something in his room because about an hour later I heard some noise and I was like, "I don't care what you're doing in there, but go to sleep."
Folks, I'm going to stop it right here. Excuse me. But I have something to say. If your son has been gone for 20 days at this moment, and you know that you woke up and he was gone, you know you heard a noise, but you did not go check on him. Would the guilt not have tore you up to the point to where you couldn't hardly talk about it? She's so casual. Somebody please tell me this woman is telling the truth because I don't believe it. I'm going to back it up just a little bit long, just a tiny bit, and I want you to watch her and how casual she is talking about that night and the noise. The noise that, if she's telling the truth, could possibly be part of the reason her son is no longer there. Okay, here we go.
Or he takes the can to the end of the driveway. Um, about 9 o'clock. Told him to go to bed. He's come out of his room where he was playing. He said, "All right, good night, Mama. Good night, puppies. I love you." And went to bed. Um, he was doing something in his room because about an hour later I heard some noise and I was like, "I don't care what you're doing in there, but go to sleep." And about midnight I got up and I went to bed. And 6 o'clock I went to wake him up for school Monday morning. And that's when he went in here.
What was going through your mind at that point? Like, what were the feelings that you were feeling.
To censor myself. Holy freaking crap, this can't be happening. Where is my kid? Choice words were used. Like, where the F is he. I had looked through the house for him because it was typical for him to get up and come and rummage for snacks and things like that. And he likes to dip behind the walls and watch. And then he comes out after I come back and he likes to scare me. But after I looked, and I mean, mind you, all of this took place in like 1 minute flat. But I didn't see him in his room. I looked all over. I ran through the whole house. I looked out all the doors and windows, and I was like hollering his name. And I picked up the phone and I called my husband, and I said, I can't find him. And he said, what do you mean? I said, he's not in this effing house. I can't find our son. And I jumped in my car and I drove around the neighborhood and I drove over by the school.
Okay, folks, we've been told by neighbors she didn't drive around the neighborhood. She took the road out of her driveway, down around to Kellen, and out of the neighborhood. Talking about that morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, your son is still missing. It's been 20 days, and this woman is way too casual with her wording.
And he's already like at this point I was like hysterical and I was crying, I was screaming, and he was like, um, uh, three-wayed. He three-wayed law enforcement and was telling them like our son is missing and we don't know what's going on. And he was like, go back to the house. They're on their way. And I ran back, drove back to the house. And 20 days later, we haven't found him.
20 days later.
Yeah, I can't even
So
imagine how
casual.
stressful that is. And also, like
She
we were
was
driving up
tripped
here,
up,
like this
Holly.
neighborhood is so pretty and nice. And do you think has he ever like walked away before, or like has that ever happened? It's just no first time.
He's not a child that wanders. He's not one that is
He doesn't have a history of being an eloper, which is common. And I have friends with children on the spectrum who do struggle with elopement with their children. But no, Sebastian, that's one thing, has always been a blessing. He's not been an eloper or a runner. His primary areas are like social and emotional dysregulation issues and things like that. But he's very smart. He's functional. Overall, he's a pretty happy kid. I mean, he's a teenager. He's coming into his hormones. He's angry that he's growing a mustache, but for the most part, he's a happy kid. And
what are your theories? Like, I'm sure your
Look at
mind
that
just
smile.
thought of every possible thing that could have happened, but is there any theory that you can talk about that you think?
What I can tell you is with all law enforcement, with everybody that's involved, there's nothing that's been eliminated. Everything is on the table. Everything is being looked at from every possible aspect.
Everything from he got out and walked away and was outside of the search radius before we started searching to the worst.
Yeah. And that's currently where we're at. I mean, it's
really trying not to go down that road because we're gonna find him.
Speculating causes problems. Assumptions cause issues. And based on facts of what everybody knows, right now, there's nothing, and everything is still on the table to being looked at.
We just know he's out there somewhere.
One other question I have is recently Channel 5 in Nashville, they had security footage that showed 2 flashlights the night he disappeared. Is there anything that you think about this video, or
Sure. So there's a lot of speculations about that video that are floating on the internet. Okay. And that is exactly what it is. It's speculations. Now, what I can give you an official statement on is TBI Newslink has released a statement from endorsements.
Does she know the truth about the flashlights, guys? She shakes her head at the beginning. She continues to look down. I wonder what she's thinking about. I wonder what's going through her mind during this interview. And of course, the speculation with the flashlights are going to be there's nothing to it, blah, 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 blah. But it's only been 20 days since whatever happened to Sebastian happened. And I'm sorry. But I hope she's remembering that night.
Between local law enforcement, state law enforcement, some federal law enforcement, and they have analyzed that video so many times over that everything that everybody is trying to assume is a flashlight, I hate to say this, it's not. As much as we would love it to be one, it's not. Um, I'm not going to go into details as far as where that video is shot from, but I can tell you, as the parents, we have seen the video firsthand from law enforcement. We know where it was taken from, and nothing that is being assumed right now is actually true about that video, unfortunately.
okay.
And anything about any other videos or anything like that, please refer to the TBI news link that they have out there, the updated Amber Alert stuff, and it will give you the most up-to-date information that all law enforcement has, and they will give you current as far as what's what and how they're looking at things.
And if there's any new video, forward it to them.
Please.
Yeah. Security footage is really like a game changer. We're working on Riley's strain and trying to find like if someone missed one on a corner or something. So that's
Wait a minute. She can look at the camera when they talk about Riley's strain, but she can't look up at the camera when talking about her own son. Is that something? I don't understand, Katie. You need to talk before they put it all on you.
Around this neighborhood, and this whole community, I mean, I can tell you that much here. When it comes to the cameras, there has not been one person that has said no. And trust me, it is greatly felt that everybody has been so open, so helpful in pushing out any which way they can. I mean, there's been some families that have actually been on vacation that weren't home, and they got they've got permission from that family to take a look at their cameras and go in their houses without them even being present, which has been amazing. So, but yeah.
that's good. If there was something that you could say to Sebastian if he was listening, what would you say?
Oh God. That if you can see this or hear this, that we just want you home, baby, and we love you. And there ain't nothing gonna stop us from coming and getting you and bringing you home.
You notice she didn't look at his picture at that time when she said those words. She didn't look at Sebastian's picture at all when talking about bringing him home.
I can't speak for his father, but I'm pretty sure we all have the same opinion that we love you, miss you, we want you home. And if you can, call us, get wherever you can, let us know, and we will come get you.
Call 911, run out into the street, go in public, anything. The signs that we've been blessed to have family, friends, and even some in the community that have been helping us as far as we can, even over state lines, trying to get awareness because, not everybody knows that he's missing, and there's a chance that if someone could see him and not even realize who he is. So we want to get his face out there because we want him home.
Is Sebastian over state lines? Is that what she's trying to tell us? Is that why they needed to go over state lines to post those things? Because you're fixing to hear Chris say even people that live close by don't know that Sebastian's missing in their hometown. They don't know. But Katie and Chris stopped going to local. They quit completely. Just quit talking to local news about their son. I don't understand it, folks.
Surprisingly, even locally, there are some folks that don't even know what's going on, and it's kind of like a shocker. Like, how do you not know? It is amazing because in the past couple of weeks, you've got two cases. A 15-year-old boy that has vanished without a trace. You've got a 22-year-old, 6'4", 4'7" college kid from Missouri who has vanished without a trace. That's a huge significance here. That it's like, wow, how? So
It's scary.
It's funny to Chris.
Yeah.
and unfortunately, the college kid is from Missouri, I think.
Yeah, Missouri.
I can only imagine what his family is going through.
It's like your worst nightmare come alive.
Do you guys receive hate on the internet?
Yes, and it's ongoing. It's every single day. People are people, and they have their opinions. Everybody is formulating their idea of what's going on and who's guilty and who's not guilty because they want to know or they feel they need to know. There's a difference. Unfortunately, what I will tell you is that when you're the family in this position and you're working with law enforcement and everything's going the way it goes, people automatically assume this parent or that parent. And in this situation, I can promise you, every single parent has been vetted. I can't go into details, but I can tell you we have been vetted and we have been cleared of all possibility of wrongdoing, foul play. There's nothing to that. We've heard all kinds of stories.
I pretty much don't even go online anymore at this point.
I, on the other hand, I do go on and I do talk to these folks and I want them to understand they have this formulated opinion on who we are, not who we truly are. They've never met us. We've never crossed paths with some of these folks. But I have told them online, if you want to know, just ask me. I'll answer your questions to the best of what I can. There are some things that I cannot give you because law enforcement has dictated that we are not to provide certain information. But I will.
Oh, wait up. Mr. Chris, we know you've been saying that since the very, 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 very beginning. Since pretty much the first day Sebastian went missing. You've been using law enforcement as an excuse not to put things out there. But we know better. You see, we've done our work. Justin himself showed the email. Others have showed their emails. Law enforcement did not say not to say anything. They will never tell you not to say anything.
I will try. I am direct, I am brash, but I am very respectful. So if you have questions, ask. I'll give you what I can. Just be respectful, please. And keep in mind, there's 3 parents and there's thousands and millions of people out there that may have a question. We are trying to get to them. I promise you.
How has your guys' life been affected by that? Like, I know it's a broad question, but what's like when you wake up in the morning, what's it just like?
Miserable, to be honest with you.
Think of it like this. You wake up every morning and your routine is what it is and you know it, right? Now wake up when this happens and you can't figure out what to do. You struggle every single day on trying to get out of the bed, to deal and face everybody's negativity, and you try to make it a positive thing.
Or the fact that my son's still not home.
We have a bedroom that's empty that is never normally ever empty, except for when he's with his dad every other weekend. So now we have a child that's missing. So there's no words to describe it, but I can just tell you, it's like you get up and now you don't know what to do.
Sebastian's parents also talked about how his actions and behaviors could be different, or how he would respond in a new environment.
Well, that's kind of tricky because Sebastian hasn't been on his medication in 20 days. So he is rambunctious. He's going to be hungry. He turns into...
Wow, Katie, that was a big swallow. That was a big, deep swallow. Was that hard to swallow when you heard those words?
a bottomless pit. I mean, he's your teenage boy, always hungry. On the spectrum, yes. But not one autistic child in this world is like another one. What we can tell you is he's smart. He can be goofy. He kind of has issues with personal space. He hasn't mastered.
He can be
up in your face kind of kid.
He can be aggressive if he's upset.
Yeah. He's emotional. He's a teenager.
He doesn't like punch and hit and throw, but he gets really like aggressive stanced or like clipped where he just won't talk to you, or if he's really upset, he like growls.
Yeah,
Is that what he did that night, Katie?
Sure, look.
Be vigilant. We don't expect everybody to stop what they do and spend every waking minute. But you would be surprised on how easily people are complacent and not realize certain things. We're all guilty because we're all human. We all live a daily life. But sometimes just being a little bit extra vigilant.
Aware of your surroundings in case there's something suspicious.
You never know.
Like flashlights, Katie?
Don't ever stop is all we ask. Please keep looking, keep searching. Anything, reach out. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely keep his story in the spotlight, and all it takes is for one person to see something or know something, and that's just that one clue.
The old saying, see something, say something.
and a few others, but we're working with everyone we can and taking, like, some people have been kind and reached out with resources that I didn't know were out there, and I've reached out to all of them. Truckers Against Trafficking, we reached out to them just in case.
Truckers Against Trafficking. I wonder if Christopher's real father is part of that organization, because we do know he is a truck driver.
Biker world, that's one thing everybody has in common is their love for a child, and they can't stand to see children missing, hurt, and it doesn't matter who it is, doesn't matter what group it is. That's one commonality between every group, and that's why, as a part of being in that world, we go and we utilize our brothers and sisters to help spread that word. You'd be surprised on how easy it is to spot somebody. This the biker. So
How can people help?
this community, I'm gonna tell you right now, far and wide, multiple communities, counties, various people, some people in other states reach out either through social media, in person, but everybody is searching. They've looked. They're constantly looking. They're constantly giving us ideas. Hey, check this. What about this? All of that is great.
Report anything that could potentially, even if it's little.
It doesn't matter what it is. However, what we can ask is that instead of people assuming and trying to put negative out there, just try to stay with the facts and report all the things that are positive. Any ideas that may help. Trust me, all law enforcement are available and they are looking at everything.
Okay, guys, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Because trust me, I have a lot. I have a lot. I can't get off this page, guys. Hold on. Hang tight. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Goodness. Empty eyes, disassociation. I'm telling you, out of every bit of that, I think it was Marianne that said it, and I pinned it up there a while ago. Pressing the lips, the hard swallows. But the way she casually talked about the noise the night that her son went to bed, the noise that she never went to double check on, the noise that could potentially be part of the reason her son is not there. It was so casual. Nothing to it. She would look at the camera when talking about Riley Strain, but when it come to talking about her son, she looked at his picture. And guys, I can understand looking at the picture, but to sit there and talk about people not knowing that your son is out there, that live in the place where you live, in your town, and you don't go and talk to the news every single day. I just wonder what this woman was thinking every time she had to recall those moments. What was she thinking? Not one tear was shed. Not one tear. Only a little over 2 weeks, and not a tear. While she recounts every detail of the last minute that she was with her child. Not a tear was shed when she talks about the noise. In my mind, I wouldn't be able to live with myself, let alone talk about that noise, because it could have been potentially that very moment that something was happening to her son. That could have had something very important in the scenario of what happened to Sebastian Rogers. Guys, watching her today while I was recording that, I had tears rolling down my eyes. More for sadness for Sebastian, but tears of frustration as well, because he deserved better. He deserved better. He deserved to have a mother that was 2 weeks later still wanting to talk about everything, but having a hard time redoing it every single time. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. And it is so frustrating to me, because if I could just have that one last chance, I would stop at nothing. I would be out in the streets. I would be standing at my grocery store outside the door, passing out flyers saying, "Have you seen my son?" I would become the crazy lady that was obsessed with making my child's face be known in the whole entire county. But they're more concerned about over state lines and putting out those. There was not one across state lines at their um, campsite. No, some people are so disgusting. You know, where they talk about his mother putting snacks and blankets and shoes out for her son. They forget to add the part that neighbors were the ones doing that when his mother left, went out of town, went out of state. That's how disgusting it is. I want to put this up real quick because I realized I did not do this while ago while I was playing, but the audio we heard and Chronicles of Olivia's video that I recorded there, we are using all of it for education purposes. We're going over her actions, her thoughts, their words. Copyright Section 107 of the 1976 Act. We're giving criticism. We're making comments. It's part of our research, guys. So I wanted to put that up real quick before I forgot all about it. I do want to add this. If you were wanting to donate, there are Venmo and Cash App. My email is listed there. Also, if you have not, consider joining us. Be a subscriber. We have memberships available as well, but I thank you all for everything you're doing. I need to. Oh, I'm trying to scroll up. I was scrolling up on the message part. Sorry, guys. Let me see here. I know I missed a. I missed one. Let me see. Let me see. Hang in there with us. Guys, we're going to start having trolls. We will be having trolls. Y'all be prepared for them because we're talking the truth. We're showing the truth. Thank you. Thank you, Renee. I so appreciate that. You are so sweet. That is so kind of you. I do appreciate it. That means a lot. It shows support and caring, and I do really, really appreciate that. As and I ask if, real quick, I want to say this. All of my mods, if you have not emailed me, if you would please email me so I could get in touch with you guys. I would really appreciate it. Um, just want to make sure I can send out to all my mods a, just a sweet thank you because they do a really great job in helping us out here on the channel and welcoming everyone that I don't get a chance to do personally. So they represent me and I appreciate them. And to anyone who has come in, if I haven't welcomed you, welcome. Thank you for being here. And guys, it's days away from being 1 year. And I will say this. His father is having a hard time right now. That hope he has held on to is getting smaller by the day. Please keep him in your prayer because I know that for a fact. I have no clue about Katie and Chris. I don't know what their thoughts and their feelings are. I don't know where their mind is at, where their heart is at. All I can talk about is what they have put out here for us. But if what we're seeing is so emotional and close and so real to us, pray for law enforcement because they have to have more than what we know of. And it's time for this to end. It's time for Sebastian to come home. It is so time for this child to be able to be where he needs to be. His father deserves to have a peace of mind of knowing exactly where his son is and what happened to his son. Diana, that's sweet. It is hard for Seth. and he has so many prayers and so many people supporting him. Um, Lolly, what is your email? It is all lowercase. It's LOLLIXMAS. It'll come across the screen here in just a minute. LollyXmas@gmail.com. Thank you, Kathy. But Seth, we know. Um, I've heard of the pregnancy rumors. I don't believe them. I don't think so. I couldn't say for sure, Briar Rose. I really couldn't. But I do say this. If his mother and his stepfather need prayers as well, we should pray for them. Because I honestly believe in my heart 100% they both know the answers that are needed. And I pray that they will sit down and tell the truth. And whatever those consequences they will have to face because of that truth, that's because of their choices that are made. Those choices have been done. But we're at a point to where it's just time. It's just time. God can weaken wicked hearts, Karen. You are so right. And I think it's time for hearts to be softened. It's time. Well, guys, I am going to let you go. I'm getting a message that said it's time to go for a golf cart ride. So I'm going to get out and get some air. Now that the sun's going down, mostly it's not going to hurt my head too bad. Try to breathe some good, clean, fresh air. Let you guys get on with your evening. But just know, guys, that justice will come. I believe that. And it's our job, if you pray, to pray for everyone involved. Because those that know the truth need to be able to have the strength to tell. Thank you, Bridget. I appreciate you. So keep Seth definitely in your prayers in the days to come. And I will be back again tomorrow and we'll talk some more. Thank you guys for your support. If you would, hit that thumbs up on your way out. I really, really appreciate y'all for always being here. And if I hear something, I will definitely let y'all know something. And let's pray that the answers come sooner rather than later. For Sebastian, he deserves it. Have a great night. Love and hugs to everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.